The hype is insane. You guys absolutely killed it on my last video, going over my personal top 20 characters that I want for Marvel Tokon. That video is my best performing video, and you guys absolutely smashed it. But one of the things I saw from the comments of that video was, where are the villains, man? And I agree. We need some more villains on the roster, and that is the purpose of today's video, guys. We're going to be going over my top 20 villains and anti-heroes, or sort of morally ambiguous characters that I would like to see added to Marvel Tokon. Of the characters that I predicted from the previous list, we have Magneto, Dormammu, Venom, Ultron, and arguably Winter Soldier before he sort of became Bucky, right? So for all you guys to say, hey, where's Magneto? He's already in the last video. I'll leave that at the top of the screen and in the link in the description of the video, so you guys can go check that out and watch my top 20 initial characters before coming into the villains list here. But hey, if you're staying for the ride and you do enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more content like this, guys. We're approaching 1,000 subscribers, and I cannot tell you guys how grateful I am for all of you that have stuck around with me. We're going to be covering more Marvel Tokon, and I do want to cover Resident Evil 9, as that is one of my most anticipated games of the year as well. So we'll be talking about all that, but guys, let's get to my top 20 villains and anti-heroes for Marvel Tokon. We're going to start the list off modest. And by modest, I mean feral. We're talking Sabretooth. I think Sabretooth on the roster being sort of a feral version of Wolverine. Obviously, they are brothers and they are, sort of similar characters in the comics, but Wolverine and Sabretooth would have completely different fighting styles. I mean, yes, they would both be rushdown in my eyes, but I think Sabretooth would have more of a feral playstyle, leaping around and maybe some grappling involved there as well. We've seen Arxis and their design with Leo, and that's sort of what I imagine for Sabretooth, just sort of a feral cross-up king, At number 2, guys, this is going to be one of those morally ambiguous characters that, yes, does fight for the side of good, but to what end he accomplishes his goals is a better question. We're talking about Cable. Cable is badass. I honestly don't care what Cable's archetype is. I just think Cable is super cool. Like, just give him all the poses that he had for Marvel vs. Capcom and make him that sort of futuristic gun swapping character. Really cool animations. Overall, I just think Cable needs to be in this game, and that's why he's on this list as sort of a morally ambiguous, not quite anti-hero, but somebody that, is in that question. Number 3, plowing his way into the game through 5 brick walls. It's Juggernaut. This dude would absolutely be a big body grappler in my eyes. I think Juggernaut being sort of that brass knuckles grappler, coming in, doing his headbutt into assist, and then mixing you with any sort of grab or big normal, right? I think Juggernaut is a must for the roster and is a sort of legacy character that a lot of older fans who played Marvel vs. Capcom would love to see. So let's get Juggernaut in there for sure. At number 4, guys, we have Spider-Man on the roster. We have Venom on the roster. But somebody that I think is Spider-Man's antithesis, even more so than Venom, is the Green Goblin. This dude, mentally messes with Spider-Man in the worst ways and does the most tragic things to his family. I mean, Green Goblin is straight up probably Spider-Man's worst villain. I mean, he is rich, he's a mastermind, and that Goblin serum, while it isn't the super soldier serum, gives him all of the traits that a super soldier would have, on top of just making him insane. Personally, I would love to see Green Goblin flying around throwing pumpkin bombs off the board, but then also being able to jump off the board and beat the shit out of people close quarters. I mean, if you've seen Spider-Man 1, you know what I'm talking about. And speaking of Green Goblin's look, I would love to see both a more classic look and the suit from Spider-Man 1. I loved Willem Dafoe's take. I love that design for Green Goblin. in the sort of suit. You could make Green Goblin kind of like Iron Man's design, where he has a sort of mech aesthetic, but it has to be Goblin, right? It has to look like Green Goblin. So yeah, Green Goblin just has to be on the roster, because in my eyes, Norman Osborn is one of the most flexible Marvel villains who is very big picture for the Avengers, as well as, you know, sort of street level for Spider-Man. At number 5, guys, we got Sentinel. Basically, just do Marvel vs. Capcom Sentinel. I don't care. Get Sentinel in the game, using his rocket boots, shooting missiles at him. Like, just have Sentinel doing Sentinel things and make him look cool. Hey, if Iron Man is a Gundam, you can make Sentinel look like a giant monster version of that. So I think Sentinel would be a very, very cool character for ArcSys to explore and sort of modernize the character, right? I mean, there is so much you could do with Sentinel that hasn't been seen before. So I think Sentinel would be a great pick, and I think a lot of Legacy fans would agree with me here. At number 6, guys, rising into Asgard, we have the goddess of death. It's Hela. Guys, I think Hela is just so cool. Like, you could have her raise the dead, throw her little sword daggers at you. Like, she could be a necromancy zoner in Marvel Tokon. I would love to see Hela and Death. And while I think Death itself might be too powerful for the roster, because yes, Death is a character, I think Hela is perfect for characterizing that sort of aesthetic, and would love to see her in the game. And of course, she is a villain to Thor, so she would be the antagonist to Thor when they're fighting on the screen, right? Number 7 is one of the coolest characters in Marvel Comics, whether you like it or not. I mean, while this guy is a good guy, he's also a bad guy, and he doesn't even know it. Guys, number 7 is Sentry. I mean, this dude literally took Super Soldier Serum to get high. This guy is no joke. And I mean, while he is a good guy, he does struggle with an entity within himself, whether it be another version of himself or a cosmic being, depending what comic you read. It's called the Void. And whenever you piss Sentry off, he becomes evil Superman. Like, this guy is ridiculous. What he once ripped the God of War Ares in half, down the middle. Sentry, no diffs Thor, just tosses him around. I mean, you could do so much with this character. You could have him do his auto combo and use the telekinesis to break the neck, and then start the combo and just fly around the screen doing absolutely insane things in the air, and then maybe dragging him to the ground like, say, Omni-Man in Mortal Kombat 1. I would love to see Sentry's base kit, but also give him the Void install. I don't care. When you piss off Sentry and Void comes out, I want to see this dude 1v4. He's a character that just deserves to be competitively, like, up there, right? He is a very powerful character, and I would love to see what even the super would be. Like, maybe the Void just completely comes out, right? Like the cosmic entity Void for the super or something, and then Bob has to sort of bring it back down to earth. I don't know. I would love to see Sentry in Marvel Tokon and see what ArcSys does with that to really show off the character. At number 8, guys, it's Loki. Scepter Staff, invisibility, backstabbing. I would love to see Loki just in the game doing Loki things. I mean, Loki is one of the, like, core MCU characters, and he's also just a great villain in the comics. So I would love to see the God of Deception come into the game and sort of have invisibility traits to him and certain things that might trick up the opponent, right? He's a trickster, so we gotta have Loki tricking the opponent. At number 9, guys, it's Carnage. Basically, guys, Zato 1. I know I said Venom could have that in the previous video, but I would imagine Venom to be more of a big body character. For Carnage, he is perfect for sort of that Zato playstyle, just completely separating that symbiote from his body and creating shapes that you would have never expected, right? I could see Carnage being this insane puppet character with his symbiote, as well as just having crazy normals that he forms from the symbiote. So Carnage just being Carnage and doing Carnage things. Number 10, it's Namor. Feathers on the feet. Give him an extra air dash. have him summon whales, have him summon shit from the ocean, sharks, and using his trident. I want to see Namor using not only his flight capability with maybe an extra dash, but also using the entire power of the ocean, and maybe giving Invisible Woman some second looks. And number 11, talking about outside of this world, riding the waves of space, it's Silver Surfer. Now, I know what you're thinking. Silver Surfer isn't a bad guy. And no, he isn't. But you know who is? Galactus. And what I see Silver Surfer brings to this game is Galactus in the moveset. You have him surfing around hitting you with the normals, but then maybe some of the specials has Galactus come in and just stomp. Silver Surfer, in my eyes, would have really good aerial mobility and just do certain really weird things, but I think he would be a great character to have on the roster, as well as just being able to fit Galactus into the game when maybe you wouldn't otherwise, right? You could have a super where Galactus just eats the entire planet, you know? Like, that would be insane. At number 12, guys, we got Mystique. Guys, what I imagine Mystique brings to the table is sort of being that femme fatale character, right? I could see Arxis giving her sort of an espionage feel, right? Playing sort of like a spy character, while also having utility. Like, I could see Mystique having the ability to transform into one of your opponent's, like, assist moves mid-combo, like, as the main playable character, being able to use an assist ability, and then swapping back into Mystique and doing Mystique things. I could see Mystique having sort of utility that no other character has, and maybe in some matchups might be extremely, extremely potent. Again, Mystique bringing that sort of espionage, femme fatale energy into Marvel Tokon, and I would love to see that. Number 13, it's probably the coolest demon from hell. The son of Mephisto, Blackheart. Guys, Blackheart is Ghost Rider's antithesis. I imagine him just sort of being like a demon version of Cooler from Dragon Ball FighterZ, while also just being able to shoot like demon magic from his hands, like demon lightning and stuff, while he's just being a big body, right? I could see Blackheart having normals that summon demons from the ground and then going back in, sort of like Spawn in MK11, if you guys have played that game. Blackheart is an incredible, incredible character that I think Arxis, being Arxis, would definitely run with, given just how cool Blackheart is. Number 14, I mean, what is the scariest robot in the Marvel Universe? I mean, some people would argue, yes, Ultron is the most dangerous, but what's the scariest? If you said anything other than Doc Ock's tendril looking you in the eye before grabbing you, I mean, what's scarier than that, guys? Number 14 is Doc Ock, stumping around on those tendrils and being a ranged grappler. I think if you're putting Doc Ock in this game, you go full send and you make him that ranged grappler. He's grabbing you from almost full screen, you know, like you gotta duck. Crazy air combos, maybe having the ability to crawl on the wall and maybe the roof, right? Like, Doc Ock, I think, would be an extremely cool character. You could have him swing from the ceiling like Brainiac in Injustice, right? There are so many things you could do with Doc Ock, but in my eyes, he's a ranged grappler, just making him extremely scary, as I think Doc Ock deserves. At number 15, it's Apocalypse. I think Apocalypse would be fantastic. Being a big body, sort of artillery shooting, telekinesis wielding villain for the X-Men, Apocalypse just has to be in this game. I mean, look at him. He's incredible. His design has varied over the years, but I see him being sort of this bigger artillery carrying. He's got the sort of suit around him on top of his, you know, extremely strong telekinetic evil powers, right? So I could see Apocalypse coming into this game as another big villain. Number 16, I mean, I remember when I saw this villain on the movie screen, it was honestly one of the coolest backstories and one of the saddest backstories. But also, guys, this character is extremely strong and just funny. Guys, we're talking about the Spot. I think Spot in this game would be so cool. I mean, you could just have him play like Gargos or Janemba, but he's just silly, right? Just punching you through portals and summoning stuff through portals to hit you. Like, he's just the portal master of the game, while being silly all the while, right? He's going to be one of those joke characters that is also really cool. This is just a perfect character for Arxis, and they 100% would kill it. At number 17, we got Domino. Guys, basically Happy Chaos, except more close range, right? Just being able to flip through the opponent and shoot them like without a care in the world, right? That's what Domino is. She's always got luck on her side and is just the luckiest character in the Marvel Universe, right? That's her power. Her power is luck. She's actually just OP. I could 100% see Domino being the gunslinger character of Marvel Tokon. Yes, she does usually side with the heroes, but again, she is just a mercenary for hire. She's just a contract killer. She will do whatever it takes to get her job done. Domino, guys, let's get her in the game. At number 18, one of the coolest, newer Marvel villains to come into the fold. He's also part of the Spider-Man Rogue Gallery. We're talking about Mr. Negative. I mean, guys, you could make Mr. Negative the samurai character of Marvel Tokon. Using his Demon Force energy, slashing through you, doing cool stuff in that white suit. I could see Mr. Negative being a character Arxis 100% explores. Give him that slick back black hair in the negative range, right? Have him be that style character with the samurai sword and just boost those sword attacks with the demon energy, right? I would love to see Mr. Negative with an Arxis take. I mean, come on, guys. Do you see Arxis not picking Mr. Negative for the roster? It's just, I think it's a no-brainer. Mr. Negative's got style. Mr. Negative's got a samurai sword, and he's just cool. So, I 100% could see Mr. Negative in this game. Number 19, I know you guys have been waiting for me to say it. Where is Thanos? Here he is, guys. Number 19. And make no mistake, Thanos will more than likely come to Marvel Tokon. I mean, come on, guys. He was the main villain of the Avengers Infinity Saga. They hyped him up for 10 years and he's not in Marvel Tokon? In all seriousness, I would love to see Thanos be sort of a Muay Thai brawler, kind of like he did to Hulk in that first Avengers Infinity War movie, right? I would love to see his fighting style be in that vein, as well as just having cool little abilities with the Infinity Gauntlet, hitting people with big powerful attacks, sort of palming them in the face with that Infinity Gauntlet. I could see Thanos just getting in the paint with that thing. And of course, his level 3, it's gonna snap. At number 20, again, one of the most important and culturally relevant characters of the Marvel Universe. We have to have Deadpool. I don't care what you say, Deadpool is an anti-hero. He is an anti-hero who does break the fourth wall and who does do things for good, but he also just does terrible things. I mean, he is just extremely funny, and I would love to see Deadpool break the fourth wall. Let's get that Ryan Reynolds English voice actor, but overall just making him an extremely cool and badass character all around with funny banter in between. That's something I would love to see for Deadpool for Marvel Tokon. Again, guys, I probably missed some picks that should be in the game, but that's what you guys are for. Let me know what characters you would love to see come into Marvel Tokon, whether it be hero or villain. Obviously, this is a villains list, so I would love to see some of your guys' more villainous takes on characters, but you guys let me know in the comments below what you would like to see in the game. Subscribe for more content just like this, and I will be back with another video, probably on Resident Evil 9 very soon. Much love, and peace out.